Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today we're going to be talking about eggs. Well, actually, we are going to be talking about the eggshells. I'm going to show you 4 ways that you can use your eggshells instead of throwing them away. The first thing we need to do is turn on our oven to 400 degrees, and I will show you what we're going to do with them next. What we need to do first is we need to rinse our eggshells, just in case there's any, extra stuff on them. Now that we have it on the cookie sheet, we're going to go ahead and put it in a 400 degree oven, and we are going to bake it for 10 minutes. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please click the button down below. Now that the eggshells have baked 10 minutes, I've taken it out of the oven, and I need to go ahead and let it cool so that we'll be able to hold the eggshells. Now that the eggshells are cool, then we could go ahead and crush them. Now you could either just take your hand, you could put them in a bag. I actually store mine in like a jar. This is just a mason jar, and then you don't even have to really crush them. You could just give it a good shake, and there they are, all crushed up. Now this right here is perfect to go ahead and feed to your chickens or your ducks. Instead of getting that calcium that we give to those animals, which is instead of buying oyster shells for your chickens, you could use your own eggshells. And I have to purchase that at the store. Now, if I decided to go ahead and take my eggshells and use it to give it to the ducks and the chickens so that their eggs, with their shell will be tougher and they'll be better for the animal, I could do that. But the reason why I save the eggshells, which is number 2, is I go ahead and I crush them up, and I usually try to get it up to the top in this jar. And then I go ahead and I put this in my garden. Now you could actually use it in the whole garden if you wanted to, like compost, for the soil, but I actually go ahead and I take it out and I use about a teaspoon. I'll buy a plant like a tomato plant or a pepper plant, and I'll put a teaspoon in each hole before I put the plant in. And this helps prevent bottom rot. Now, bottom rot is what happens on the bottom of tomatoes and peppers. It kind of turns brown and it looks like it's rotten. And you don't want that. And, if you ever see that on your tomatoes or peppers, it means the soil is lacking calcium. As they're growing, like a couple of weeks later, I'll crush some more up and put it around the plants. And it really just helps my tomato plants. They look the best that they've ever been. And I could show you right here. This was last year. Here's my tomatoes in my garden. I still have never seen my tomatoes look this healthy before. And it was the best looking. But I've been actually doing this for a couple of years. It just makes it a whole lot better in your garden. And like I said, you can't beat it. So instead of throwing these away, and again, you don't just have to have chickens in order to do this. You're also buying eggs at the store. So instead of throwing them away, you could be using it to put in your garden. Which is a really good thing. And you could also, some people I know have taken the eggshell itself and then put dirt in there and then put a seed in there and actually grown a little plant in there. And then it's perfect. You could then just go ahead and take the shell and put it down in the ground. And then, of course, this breaks down with time, etc. And then the calcium will leak in there and it helps the plant to grow. Another way that you can use your eggshells is I actually buy my birds suet. Now, I don't really buy the loose bird seed, but if you bought the loose bird seed, you could go ahead and crush up the eggshells into the bird seed, and it would be added nutrients for the wild birds. And you can't beat it because you've already paid for the eggs. So you might as well go ahead and do that instead of, like I said, throwing them away. And another way you could use these eggshells is you could go ahead and you could crush them up real fine, and then you could use it in like a smoothie or something. I am low in calcium. Now, I have never tried it, but I know I have read places where people have actually crushed up the eggshells. Again, this is after you've rinsed them and you've baked them in the oven to sterilize them so that there's nothing, bad left on the egg. Then just crush it up real fine. I would suggest probably putting it in a grinder or a food chopper so you can get it real fine powder. And it would be added calcium without you having to go to the store and buy calcium pills, which all in all, it saves you money. Well, if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.